Yeah, pretty good. Now, a few days after the game, certainly pretty cooked, and on Sunday was pretty tired, but feeling good now. And obviously, the fact that we're into a prelim and the guys are all fit and healthy makes life a lot easier. I think to be pretty positive and just relax. If it's similar to mine, which they say it is, it's obviously a great result for him, and it should be good to go. Just let it take its natural course, and he should be right. Oh, it's always it's not easy. I haven't had to do it since I've been to Sydney, so it wasn't easy, but especially against Richmond. But hopefully in a few weeks' time, I can look back on it and think it was a great decision. Yeah, I felt like I probably could have played if I had to, but obviously Horse and the fitness staff were pretty cautious, and as I said, hopefully it's a positive move come a few weeks. Yeah, I think from the team's point of view, it's obviously a huge advantage, and we've done really well to get ourselves in this position. From a personal point of view, I'd love to play this week. I'd love to play the prelim this week. I'm back and I want to go again. But certainly for the team, it's a great advantage. No, it wasn't too bad. I think I probably run out of petrol tickets after half time, but I think touch and everything was okay early anyway, and I think it can only be better from here. Team, I think it's great to be able to play a team like Fremantle that everyone knows brings a huge amount of pressure and intensity to the way they play. To be able to grind out a win up here and to be able to then now put ourselves in a position to have a home prelim final, it's a really great advantage and exciting times. Nah, not really at all. Probably just the game. It was I wouldn't have mind kept playing that game with Buddy kicking 9, and then the following week as well. I never really thought that my season was in doubt. I always thought that I would play the next week and then play the next week. But yeah, it was never too. I was never too worried. I had a couple of years ago in pre-season, a bit worse. So I sort of knew it wasn't too bad, but at the same time, I didn't want to risk it this time of the year. I think it's been great to be able to draw on that experience from senior players. A few guys that perhaps haven't had that experience. It's no doubt a really exciting time for them, as it is for us and everyone. So I think, as I said, we've worked really hard to get ourselves in this position, and it's just about making the most of it. Yeah, I think so. I think guys, certainly on an individual level, can step up another gear. I think we can always feel that we've got room for improvement on each game. So we'll look to do that this week and next week at training, and hopefully implement it against Geelong or North Melbourne. I think it's been a real strength of ours this year to be able to rotate players through there, and it's made for a really healthy list. Guys probably carrying a little bit less workload throughout the course of the year, being able to play forward, back and midfield. And as I said, I think it's just added to the position we've been able to get ourselves in now, where we've got a really healthy list, and everyone's really guys that are on the fringe are knocking down the door, and the guys that are in are fighting to keep their spot. So it is really healthy, and it's, I think, a real strength of ours. Who knows, mate? I'm not thinking about that now. It's done and dusted. That the what I can do for the Brownlow, so it's out of my control now. I thought it was without thinking too much about it, I think it's been a pretty good year personally, pretty consistent, and yeah, I haven't really had too much time to think in too much depth about my personal season. I think much more confidence amongst the group. As I said, the ability of guys, a lot more numbers to come play through the midfield and rotate forward and back has been a huge advantage for us this year, and I think it's a really good feeling amongst the boys at the moment. Really confident and happy to have the week off, and hopefully ready to rip in next week against or the following week against either Geelong or North.